Remember, there's a protest going on in the Jawaharlal Nehru University. It was supposed to be about hostel fee hike by the university. That's the real issue. What is the real issue, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go full frame to those graphics, because you'll see what we have written. The real issue: exorbitant fee hike led to massive protests. We also feel that the moment a university raises the fee by 300%, obviously there's bound to be protests. Who raises a fee by 300%? The administration, in fact, announced a partial rollback, failing to cut ice. That seems to be the real issue. Students continue their protests, demand complete rollback. But what ended up happening is tragic, and that's what we are going to debate. Students started vandalizing the campus. Look at these pictures. JNU erupted in violence. Swami Vivekanand statue vandalized at the JNU campus. Jalega Bhagwa, and all sorts of abuses written, fascism. It was increasingly clear with the help of these posters, these visuals, these pictures that you see, that it was less about student protests and perhaps more about ideology. Desh Ratan Nigam continues to be with us. Desh, how do you look at this?
See, exactly. I have a very close knowledge about JNU, right from my student days when I was in Delhi University. And there was a clear distinction out there between, at that point of time, communists were the only leftist and communists were the only ones who were, dominating. That space has now been occupied by the BJP and the ABVP and others also. So there is a clear case of, conflict of ideology out there. I am sure Vivekanand had nothing to do with the fee hike, but still the statue has been vandalized. The protesters, tore the clothes of Vandana Mishra, who was the acting dean out there. The wardens were physically lifted in the night at 1 p.m. So we have all that information. So this appears to be going beyond the fee hike, and they seems to be more interested in fact, JNU,
but see, the point is at this moment, Rahul is also with us. He's a political analyst. Rahul, the point is that by completely politicizing and making this all about ideology, somewhere the students' real interests have been damaged. I will tell you why I've come to this assessment, because it may so happen that a right-leaning or an ABVP activist inside the JNU may also be suffering with the same issue of an exorbitant fee hike. But today, because of these posters, banners, and vandalizing of property, it almost appears as if anyone who leans to the right is not suffering from this fee hike. It's only the people who lean to the left. Do you think this is disservice?
No, you see, I don't think it's about disservice. As you know, the JNU has always been about the ideology, and now what you see, for example, the Vivekananda statue. Now the debate here comes. The Vice Chancellor has the money to erect a statue within the campus. Vice Chancellor has the money to organize a party in his house. Vice Chancellor has all the time to organize events and inviting people from outside. But he doesn't have a time to meet students and the student representative. There's a system in the university. There's a Vice Chancellor, there's a rector, there are deans, there are proctors. And then you take a decision on any particular issue. But since the time this Vice Chancellor has joined this university, he has always refused to meet the student representative. Students.
Why? My only simple question is, why should it become about ideology? It did not start as a protest about ideology. It was suddenly made about ideology. That's my problem. It's almost an assumption that is being made that anyone who leans right does not suffer. A student who leans right does not suffer from a fee hike.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. The students who are coming from or the belief in the right-wing ideology, they are also suffering. But the point is here, you're talking about the Vivekananda statues which represent particular ideology. Now the JNU has a time to erect the Vivekananda statue, but he doesn't have the money or the time to talk to students.
Can I come in?
Okay. I don't have much time, Desh. Very, very quickly, Desh Ratan Nigam.
See, I think entire India, I thought, knew that the JNU is about quality education, not about ideology. This is the first time.
In universities, students can have political ideologies. Yes. An ABVP exists in universities.
So students
having an ideology is not wrong.
No, so far as fee hike is concerned, I think everybody, every shade of opinion in JNU was on the same page. But by vandalizing the Vivekananda statue and making the protest
I
violent,
personally
they-
feel
they
that this is
defeated-
great disservice to the students.
defeated the same cause.
Though Rahul may not
I
agree,
don't
but
think
thank you
there's
so
any
much.
vandalization of the statue. One
Rahul,
point I
Rahul
want-
as well as Desh.
I just want to make one small point
Quick,
here.
quick, yes.
Which is basically today the vice chancellor is treating JNU, which is a public university, as something as a private university. Students are not client here. He is asking the money from the students. It's a public university. We are not client in the university.
Yeah,
we are
that's
a
true,
research
but
scholar,
Rahul,
it
Mr.
is a public university. Now
Yes,
the vice
yes,
chancellor
Rahul,
does something.
but you also have to understand that even a subsidized university somewhere may have to factor in a slight increase in their fee,
But
keeping
not-
in times, keeping with the times. Obviously,
but
an
this-
exorbitant 300% hike is not right.
But this increase is
So
too
that-
much.
Yes,
Therefore,
yes, that is
Sanket-
wrong, and all of us agree that is wrong.
Will not
I am
able to
afraid
pay-
Rahul as well as
Will-
Deshat and Nigam, I have completely run out of time. Thank you so much.